this president, in his conversations with the president of Ukraine, was speaking like an organized crime boss.
He said this was classic mafia-style talk about...
Absolutely.
You don't need to be explicit to set up a shady deal. I mean, if you've ever watched any mafia anything...
I mean, to people who see this kind of stuff in movies, you see mob bosses doing it.
Anyone who watches mob movies knows that's not how it happens.
This strikes me as a call that's really more appropriate to be reading a transcript of from a mob wiretap.
This is how a mafia boss talks.
We always have people talking about how Donald Trump speaks like a mobster.
I don't like these mafia-like tactics to try to intimidate witnesses.
We see this from mob bosses. We do not see this from presidents.
What those notes reflect is a classic mafia-like shakedown of a foreign leader.
He gets the mob talk.
Donald Trump sought to run U.S. foreign policy the way Tony Soprano ran his crime family.
Shaking people down is what he does. He doesn't know how to do anything else. He thinks he's Tony Soprano.
Mr. Trump in his private life, to which you alluded to, which are completely unsavoury, but I somehow didn't hear about Mr. Clinton.
I say the same thing about Bill Clinton. I'm not defending anybody acting gangster like it.
James Comey has likened Donald Trump to a mafia boss. I found myself having flashbacks to my earlier career as a prosecutor against the mob, he said. The silent circle of assent, the boss in complete control, the loyalty oaths, the us versus them worldview, the lying about all things large and small.
Tonight, somewhere, former mob boss John Gotti, rotting in his grave, must be smiling because the President of the United States is now on record attacking a former close associate for cooperating with law enforcement. And what about the old mafia term omerta, staying silent? Well, the President seems to like that a lot.
He fully transitioned into mob boss mode. You could literally find his echo in a Gotti or his gangster of choice, Capone, or even a Corleone. Our president poo-poos Capone's convictions because they never got him for murder.
Today we have a kind of a weird, twisted president who thinks he's a gangster, who's not even a good gangster.
Paul Manafort is a convicted felon, an 8-time loser, to use a term the president usually uses, a serial lawbreaker, a man who cheated taxpayers out of millions of dollars. In the eyes of the president, though, he's a stand-up guy, a friend of ours, as they used to say in the mob.
This is a guy that, you know, even gangsters like honor among thieves, you shake a hand, you have your word. That's all you have.
Yeah.
Is your word, and they have your word, and that's it. This guy is not the case.
He has referred to cooperators as rats, just like gangsters do.
The man apparently called Homo by the name Fredo, referring to the fictional character from the Godfather films, which led to this confrontation.
No, punk from the right call me Fredo. My name is Chris Cuomo. I'm an anchor on CNN. Fredo is from the Godfather. He was that weak brother.
Isn't that your brother?
And they use it as an Italian aspersion. Any of you Italian? Are you Italian? It's an insult to your people. It's an insult to your people.